In this section, you'll be learning how to show, hide, and configure buttons that submit or discard the data in the form. You now have a form to have the driver confirm a task. The next step in the process that needs a separate form is when the driver gets to the loading address for the delivery task. You want to let the driver modify the type of the cargo from the type specified in the reference table if it turns out to be different. So the first thing that you need is to set up a reference table for the cargo type dropdown. In the reference table declaration file, all it needs is a single column that lists the available types of cargo. Name the column cargo type and make it accept text. Save the file as cargotypes.refm in your working folder. Download the input data spreadsheet from our tutorial pages. It contains the new cargo types worksheet. The actual form will not make a veteran mobile form creator like you sweat. The interesting bit is the ksubmit equals no button attribute of the form element that chops off the send and the back buttons. The delivery tasks that have confirmed status and are assigned to the driver are pulled into a dynamic list control. In the template for the dynamic list, there are two label controls for the name of the client and the address respectively. The load type dropdown in the template is data bound to the cargo types reference table. Let the driver add a comment and include a photo about the cargo if necessary. Insert a text box control for the comments and a photo control for photos. Include the timestamp of when the driver opened the form. It is a label that references the @DTLNow system parameter, which holds the time and date that the form was opened at. Add a signature control so the client's representative can confirm that the cargo was loaded. Add a validator control to this control. You're going to be strict about this and require confirmation. Last but not least, you'll need to let the driver submit the form to report that they have in fact loaded the cargo, or to cancel the whole task, for example, if the cargo is not ready or incomplete or for whatever other reason. Because of this, you'll need to include two submission buttons in the form. Put the buttons into a table panel to make them line up. The close button control with the action equals submit form takes the place of the usual submission button. So the load and cancel close button controls basically do the same thing. However, the workflow script that you'll be writing for this form in a minute will make these buttons have very different functions indeed. Add a third close button with the action equals discard form attribute. If the user taps it, the load form will close, but it will not be submitted to the cloud. The discard close button is, as its text attribute says, a back or cancel button. Save your form as load.form.xml. Don't publish yet. You'll be adding a workflow script in a minute.